Good morning. I need to just talk through some stuff. Because I'm not... An assignment that was due last Sunday is now 5 days late. And I have taken every single opportunity the universe has given me to run away from doing it, to run away from this discomfort. And the critical inner dialogue and all the shame and all the every time I just see the assignment page and see that it's 750 words, 3 questions, everything I know, it should be super freaking easy and could have, even before Sunday, the whole week of Sunday. Admittedly, there's stuff that goes on in the background of everyone's lives as well. And there's stuff going in the background of my life as well. But there were so many days that I could have gone to the library. I told myself I was going to go to the library. And I didn't. I either procrastinated, was feeling some feelings, dancing, going to see friends, helping friends with things. I was doing everything but my assignment. And it's, the thing that underpins so much of the shame is that it's easy. It's easy. I could have just done it on Sunday. I had the entire day. I even have had most of the day Saturday. I had all day Sunday. And I just didn't do it. And then on Monday, I got my period and I told myself I'd do it and I didn't. I hung out with a friend. Tuesday, went to work, told myself I'd come home and do it. Hung out with a friend. Wednesday, told myself I'd come and do it. Told one of my friends on Instagram, sending them videos being I think I was telling them a story. And I was I need to do this assignment. I'm going to get off. I need to do this assignment. Or I'm going to I don't know what's going to happen because it's 3 days late now and I'm freaking out. Another friend's do you want to go on a motorbike ride? And I was just I immediately said yes. I immediately said yes. Oh, on the road bike. We were just supposed to go to a town over, a couple towns over. And they were do you want to go down to there? Do you want to go down to the valley? I was yeah. It was an hour bike ride, turned into a 3-hour bike ride. Came back, had some tea, hung out. Didn't do the assignment yesterday. I have 2 jobs, right? And on Thursdays I do both jobs, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. I went home from work because I was just also mentally not good. Went home from work early and I was cool. It's the 4th day. You're even taking off work. You're gonna go home. And you're gonna do this assignment. You're gonna do this assignment, bitch. You're gonna do it. It's 1:30. You're gonna do it. Didn't do it. I didn't do it. Of course I didn't do it. Oh my god. And I'm just, part of me is just obviously outside of myself being what are you doing? Why did I say obviously? Anyway, there is a part of me that just observes me and goes, girl, what are you doing? Girl, what are you? It's Friday morning. I just woke up. I made myself cacao. And I'm in this panic frantic state because it's 5 days late. Annabelle, how did you let this happen? Do you know what I mean? Oh my god. And then there's also, because I sat and thought about it last night and was trying to feel through some things. And I realized it was a pattern of avoidance and emotional neglect that I'm doing because of other stuff going on in life. And so like if it's happening one way, like my life is just gonna mirror, like, yeah, I was like trying to like conjure up some kind of divine motivation or like peace to be able to just like sit down in compassion and do. And I worked for like 2 hours eventually once I was really trying. And I sat and I did like an hour and a half of work and I answered one question and I have 2 left. So I've made a start, but I woke up this morning and I just feel blocked again. Like I just feel like I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it, even though I started it. And I'm so proud of myself for starting it. There's also, I woke up this morning and I had other things to feel. And I was like, I'm not dealing with them. I don't have time. I have an assignment due. And if I do that, then I can't do the assignment. And the answer should be like a glowing neon sign. Like, feel your emotions, Annabelle. Just fix the block. And I feel that I'm like, sometimes I get so stuck that it's just, I don't know what to do and I don't know how to do that and I don't know how to be present with myself. And I just wanted to like share because like I'm, as much as I just said I don't know what to do, I guess that's more directed towards like, oh, how do I start the assignment, or like how am I supposed to go about starting this assignment right now? Whereas like I don't know how to do that, but what I do know how to do is get myself out of this state. And other people would definitely be in the state. I know that this is not a new thing, but I just want to share what I was finding really peaceful. If anyone has a Virgo moon, this could help you. Or an earth sign moon. Pretty much it starts if I pick like a menial household chore that I'll feel resistance to doing. Like I saw like all the cups in my sink from my friend having tea and like some dishes, some bowls from dinners. I'm just looking at them in the morning and I was like, I should do them. And I just felt like this resistant kind of like light restriction all over my body. And I kind of just took a breath. And I realized that I'm in a freeze, kind of anxious state. I'm not doing the assignment, which is the thing that I want to do. Like, I'm just not doing it. Like, right now I can't do it. So I can't keep trying to force myself into this reality where the only thing I'm allowed to do as a human being is this assignment. Anything and everything else is just barred. And you can't do that. And so I try to let myself do things. And I know that about myself, but I think the past couple of days, the things I've been doing are, I'll move into like a creative thing, like a dance, or writing, or I will go into my feelings. And each time I do that, I get swept away. I get really swept away in the feeling and the presence of that feeling. Like, I don't become present with myself, I become present in something else. And so it's just this kind of runaway thing that I do psychologically. And I realized I need to I just need to ground into myself. Like, I just need to be present in my life. And like, I need to be, like, in order to do that, I need to be doing something. I need to cultivate more masculine than I do need to cultivate any like feminine energy right now. Because feminine energy is like, and the overwhelm of that is what's making me feel really stuck. Long story short. And so that's why I pick a chore, or like, I don't like calling them, I pick something in my house to take care of, or something on my body to take care of, and like make neat and tidy. I just start helping myself in the ways that I know that I can. And when you're doing things, you're present. When you're doing things, that's what you're doing. And I understand you can think and you can think and you can be feeling and you can be thinking when you're doing things, but that's the magic of the masculine. you can be doing something and you can still be holding yourself. And that's how, like, by inviting that connection, that's how you cultivate that connection. So you invite in presence by cultivating presence and continuing to cultivate it. And it always brings me back, and I'm always really grateful. And often it's like, I'm just looking at my desk at the moment, like the desk that I'm trying to do this work at, and it's just so messy. And I'm like, I know if I cleaned it up, that would also just help me. I would feel better about sitting down and doing stuff. Because there's also this feeling, you know, the constricting feeling that I was talking, there's a feeling of trust and relaxation that kind of comes over your body when you're able to experience pushing through that resistance. And now you're doing something. And the doing of the something that you thought was going to be really, like, for some reason awful, and you had this big block around it, doing it actually isn't so bad. And this feels kind of achievable, and this feels doable. And so maybe other things are. And all of a sudden, I have access then to this pathway that is comfortable with challenging a block and trusting myself to just move through that feeling and do the thing that feels challenging, and then feel more relaxed and feel okay and feel more capable. And that feeling is the one I want to meditate on after I film this video. So I also made my cacao, which I wasn't having for the longest time. I was having turmeric lattes. My right leg is wanting to be massaged so badly. Do I have? Yes, I do. You have magnesium gel. You know what's up. Also, self-massage with magnesium gel. That's also one of the other things that I do a lot is, like, self-care, like having a shower and doing all of that. Right now, though, I do actually have a limited amount of time. I have a couple of hours. And a shower and that kind of self-regulation, that's like a self-regulation that takes up like 2 or 3 hours of my day. And so when I have like a full free day that I'm planning just to like calm down and reset in, that's when I'll do that. I'll start the day with I'll start the day with cleaning the house still. I'll clean the house, or like tidy the house. And then I'll go and like have a shower or a bath and like do skincare, dry brush my skin beforehand, exfoliate, wash my hair, brush my hair, everything. And just like, get out and do magnesium gel and moisturizer lotion and then oil and lymph massage and like everything that my body could ask for that I have access to, I do for myself. To feel my body and to be more in the reality, like, because fundamentally when people say like you create a reality and you create your life, this is kind of what they mean. I could sit here at this table and I could stress and get stuck in the feeling of shame, and my brain's going to be paying attention to that. Like, my brain is going to be aware that like right now I'm sitting in shame and I'm sitting in resistance and I'm sitting in being stuck. And that is what I'm telling myself. And that is what I'm doing for myself. So that's my reality. So if I choose to then start acting in a way that's like supportive for myself, and if I'm doing little things that are helping me, like cleaning up my environment or feeding myself or putting on nice music or having a shower or brushing my teeth or like just doing something that shows my head and like shows my reality, like we're capable of helping ourselves. And there is like a comfortability and a sense of self-worth that comes from those actions that can be cultivated and like just, I don't know, it's like giving my brain an example of me being able to either do things that feel hard or to do things that support me, so then I can use that bridge to be like, okay, what else is supportive? Let's do this assignment. And just enter that task or thing that I need to do from that lens, from like that setup, and then that lens of I'm here to help myself, and that's why I'm doing this, and that's the motivation powering me through. I also need to get a massage. I need to go to the chiropractor and then get a remedial massage. Oh my god. Is my lips just like brown? Who knows? You can see my rabbits. Oh, he just left. Anyway, I was thinking about it in the kitchen when I was doing dishes, and I was like, this is what I do. Because it's quite a subconscious thing, I think. If I take myself out of whatever stress position I'm in, which is, I'm back in the stress position because that's where my computer is, but it's also nice to like not be in stress while I'm here. Yeah, I was thinking about it when I was doing dishes, and I was like, oh, this is why if I let myself wander around my house, my intuition just starts leading me and goes, oh, I want a cacao. And no, well, it started with feeding the rabbits. That's always such a good trigger. Feeding and cuddling the rabbits. And then I'm connected to something else. And then I'm like, oh, I want a hot drink. So I'll make myself cacao. And then while that's spinning, I'll be like, oh, I'll do the dishes. And it's just this slow fall into supportive action. And it really turns my day around. And it really turns my capacity around. And it's something that I have access to if I remember to give myself a breather, but sometimes you can't. And sometimes you don't know what could make you feel okay. Because when you're not okay, sometimes all you can feel is that, and you don't even know where to start to feel capable again. So I wanted to share what mine is, because it might work for you. If you have an air or a fire sign moon, maybe it's not going to work for you. Because it's very like, that's very Virgo, you know, that's very like, I'm anxious, let me make things neat and tidy and feel and act supportively and be of service to myself and feel healthy. Which I think would help a large majority. I think that would help anyone, but I'm just saying, if you try it out and you're getting frustrated and you're like, why is this working? It's fine, you're just different, and there's going to be something different for you. But maybe just that lens of like being led by your values and being led by at least a motivation to support yourself in whatever way that looks like for you. Yeah. I have to go to work in like 2 hours. And I'm hoping that in between those 2 hours I can do at least another question. And then I'll come home tonight and do the last question, and I'm gonna try to submit it. And if I don't, it's fine. Sorry. That's a lie. Life is full of polarity, you know? There's this part of me that's like, I get it. And then there's this part of me that's like, bitch, if you don't just get it done tonight, I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. Now we're calm. Get it done, please. Please, for the love of God, please. 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 Coming back to center. That's my Leo Mars. That's my Leo Mars. Oh, is it my... Who knows? What was I saying? Yeah, I'm trying to try and get a little bit done. I think that's the other thing, is that like each time I sit down, I'm like, you're gonna do the whole thing. That just has added to the feeling of overwhelm. I just sit down, I'm like, yep, we're gonna do the whole thing tonight. Whereas last night I did one question and like I went away and I was like, I'll come back to it. And then I like looked at it and I was like, I don't think I can touch it for the rest of the night. Like I think I've done one question and I think that's enough. But this morning I'm like, okay, maybe I'll try one other question. I'll do another question, I'll break it up. It's easier to digest. These are all things that people tell you to do. Like in order to achieve your goals, break it down into small things. It's different when you get it. What is it? Knowledge and comprehension? You can know something and then you can comprehend it and then you actually have to be able to do it. Knowledge, comprehension, and then it turns into like, it manifests into an action. Understanding? Is comprehension the same as understanding? Okay, we're not. I can Google that. I think that's it. It's the end of year crazy shift, Scorpio season. It always begins officially. It's always like the like ghost of it is in Libra season, because you're like, I feel like I should be feeling great, but like my relationships are really difficult right now. Some are great, and then some are just like, you give me pause, bitch. So I hope you're okay. I'm trying to be. I'm trying. It looks like I'm not. But if you're on the insides of me, what is it? Your life only looks like your best. Your life only ever looks like your best, like your genuine best. That's like what I tell myself. Is that like your life will only actually ever look as your genuine best. If that's all you can do, that's all you can do. And there's no shame in that, but it's also important to see that sometimes. I feel like sometimes it's hard. Like sometimes I just don't look at what my life looks like. You know, when you kind of just like ignore how messy your house is, or don't zoom out and take like a big picture view of like, this is happening in this area and this and this and this and this and this. Curse of Virgo. I don't do that enough, because it gives you perspective and also helps with like neutralizing emotion, especially self-criticism or judgment. Anyway, I just keep talking. I just keep da. But thank you for watching. If you're watching this and you got the whole way through, thanks. I'm gonna go do a couple more things that are like cleaning uppy, and then try to meditate, and then look at the assignment and see what feels achievable. Even saying that, my body is just twisting. I'm like, nope, this is why we need to find that feeling again and meditate. Okay, good luck. I don't know what moon's coming up. Scorpio? New moon? I think so. I think the Aries full moon was last week. So next week, the Scorpio new moon? I don't know. Oh, I have a moon diary. But I'm just extending this longer and longer, but I feel like I should look about where it is now that I've talked about it. Friday, next Friday. The Southern Hemisphere, at least. Australia. Next Friday at 11:47 p.m. in Scorpio. Good luck. I hope you're well. Thanks for watching. And good luck with your day. And have a good one. Bye.